Bonjour everyone, so today I have this, the Toyota Alphard done by Tomica. So let's take a look to the box and see, because I have a few things to say. So here underneath it says Toyota Alphard like this, but here it says special first edition, which means that it came in a special color, so in black. The regular version is in white, and also the special release, so this one, came out only for the first year, so in 2015. The regular version is still in production. In fact, if you go back of the box, you can see the year. So for a Tomica, you can tell the year of production with this mention ST and a 2-digit number, or actually I say 2-digit, but Tomica started to do that in the mid 1990s, and at the beginning they only put one number. So for example, for 1996 you would have ST6 and not 96. Anyway, so and also what else? Oh yes, here. So here it says suspension and opening and closing hatch. So this is this is number 12. It's not the first time that Tomica does Toyota Alphard. It's their third casting. And funny thing, the previous one, which depicted the previous two generations of the Toyota Alphard. I will talk later about the Toyota Alphard. Anyway, the previous one were number 78. The first one was in 2002, which was the same year as of introduction of the Toyota Alphard, and it was in 1/65 scale too. And I think it had sliding doors instead of the opening hatch. I don't have this model. The second one came in 2008. Oddly enough, it was in 1/59 scale, and it also had a sliding door, if I remember correctly. And then in 2015 came this one. So I'm gonna show you the model a bit, and I'm gonna continue to talk about the Toyota Alphard. So the Toyota Alphard came out first in 2002. That was a minivan, a full-size minivan that was sold. Come on, focus, thank you. That was a full-size minivan that was mainly sold in Japan and other Asian markets. So it was not sold in Europe or in North America, but as far as size, it was a bit bigger than, you know, your Toyota Previa, or for the US, the Toyota Sienna. I mean, US also got a Toyota Previa, but that was in the 1990s. Anyway, it's bit bigger than these two minivans, like I said, but it's smaller than, for example, the Toyota Hi-Ace, which is more of a regular size van and not a minivan. So like I said, there have been so far, no, actually there are fourth generation. The fourth generation came out in 2023, but so far Tomica haven't done a model of it. I'm sure maybe it will come soon this year, or it will come soon this year, yes, or maybe never. I don't know. That would be kinda hard that they don't do it anymore because, like I said, they did all the previous generation. Also, something that I need to mention about this generation of Toyota Alphard, so the third generation, is that it came in a Lexus variant, which is called the Lexus LM, and this time it was available in a bit in more countries than in Asia. For instance, it was available in Europe, or at least in France it was. It came out in 2020. I never seen one, but it was available. I think Lexus of Europe did that, or at least Lexus of France at least, did that because in Paris you can see quite a lot of taxis that are Mercedes-Benz V-Class because they are quite big and kind of fancy. So I'm guessing that Lexus of France thought it was a good competitor, or it could be because, like I said, I never seen one. Edit while I'm doing the editing of the video. What I've just said is actually incorrect. The first generation of the Lexus LM was never sold in Europe. It was meant to be, but it didn't happen. However, the current one will be. Back to the video. The current generation of Toyota Alphard, so the fourth generation which came out in 2023, like I said, also have a come on, that focus is so annoying. Anyway, what I was saying, so yes, so it still exists as a Lexus LM variant. Also, in the subject of variant of the Alphard, since the first generation, there also another variant called the Toyota Velfire. So basically, it's pretty much identical to the Alphard, but it got a different headlight, grille, and taillight, and it's meant to be a bit of a more sportier version, or at least for the aesthetic. I don't think it's a true performance variant. And oddly enough, Tomica has also produced all of the Velfire. I don't have any of them. Anyway, so the model, because so it got, of course, suspension, like mentioned on the box. Your famous Tomica wheel, love them or hate them, it depends. You can choose. The opening hatch, and you can see all of the seats. Also, you can see that this part is not, it's part of the casting and it's black. And I think they did that to hide the two hinge. And on the white version, you can clearly tell that it's painted because otherwise it would be white. But on the white version, we can clearly see that it's the body and not a actual window. And speaking of that, on the white version, you can see a bit more. Thank you. You can see a bit more details. Like for instance, it's kind of hard to tell, but the air vents, yes, they are painted in black too. You can sort of see it because it's a flat black instead of being a glossy black. So you can sort of see it, I think. At least I can. And also the trim around the window would be painted black too. It's kind of hard to tell on this one, like I said, because it's black. So what else? Also on the front end, this whole part, it's actually one piece, a clear piece, but they painted the middle section in silver for the grill. And here you have the Alphard logo, because on most Japanese Toyota, each models have its own logo, not just for the brand, but for the model. For instance, so here it's the logo for the Alphard. Now, of course, come on, that's annoying. Yes, so of course you still have a Toyota badge on the back, but you also have, like I said, the logo for the Alphard. And each model of the Toyota lineup, like the Corolla, the Camry, and whatever else, have its own logo, or most of them at least. And speaking of the back, you can see some nice details. You can see the Alphard logo down here, and yes. So looking at the bottom, it's number 12, like I tell you. It's made in Vietnam, like all of the Tomica since, I'm gonna say 2009, but I'm not sure, but it's around that time frame, if I remember correctly. And yes, so we're gonna test a bit the suspension. Yes, it's pretty good. Not in the back actually, because it's smooth. It's annoying. Yeah, pretty good. And on that, thanks for watching.